Glen, by all accounts, Quinny's arrived well, safe and sound in Queensland.
Yes, Wes spoke to Gary this morning and he was very happy with him. He said he was a little bit tired, which is understandable after the long trip. A little bit dehydrated, but he's picking away at his grass and his paddock. He seems happy and thinks it'll probably just take a day to settle in there.
Opposition will be nice and strong in the sunshine sprint.
Yeah, the sprint could be his toughest assignment because the short trips aren't his favourite events, but if there's pace on, expecting him to be doing his best work at the finish, of course.
Gary, when do you head across?
I haven't decided yet, Wes. It'll either be midnight next Friday or Saturday morning, but yeah, haven't booked yet.
His form of late here has been superb.
Yeah, there's been a few doubters on his form lately, but you know, when you take everything into account, the times he's been running and the times that the leaders have been running early in his races, I think he's where he needs to be for this stage of his campaign for sure.
Do you think he was gutted a little bit from his run in the Pinjarra Cup? The middle half there was very quick. He was just so brave.
Yeah, I think he was. I think the main reason behind that was that he was driven outside his comfort zone, and he probably wasn't, race hardened at that stage to be driven that way. He had a lot of time off, and he just wasn't quite ready for that sort of pressure in mid-race. So, but to his credit, I think the best part about his racing this time back in has been his last 50 metres, which was always probably his most suspect last time. It's become his best part of the race. So, I think he'll acquit himself well over there.
Glen, 2 points directed to you. The Pinjarra Cup, you would have been so proud of that victory. And what were you thinking last week on the home corner? My Hard Coffee was really giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, actually, Wes, at the bell, I thought he was in a bit of trouble. The lead time was at about 10, which is historically low for that class. And I think the middle half was slow as well. I think it's 61 or something. I thought it was an extraordinary effort to get up. I did think he was in a bit of trouble for sure, but he is digging a lot deeper these days. As he's got older, he's become dour and stronger, I think. But yeah, I was very proud of him the way he found the line. He just did what he had to do in the last 50 metres, yeah.
And the Pinjarra Cup, did you think he'd got there on the line?
I knew he'd won because I was quite confident he stuck his head out. But if you'd asked me the question 20 metres out, I thought he was gone.
Certainly looked that way. Listen, the pair of you have got a bit to talk about in race number 3 at GP on Monday. Firstly, Quinny's younger brother, the mighty Nadal. He's lining up against Avalon Bromac, Class of Tara, VC Manoeuvre, Soho Lennon. Gee, I tell you what, it's a haul fest there. He's going to be tested, but you're also in with Avalon Bromac, whose last up victory was strong.
Yeah, he went good. Mighty Nadal at this stage would be probably better suited setting up. Avalon Bromac's got a couple of strings to his bow. He can do a little bit. He breezed in a trial and went very good before he won his race, where he led and won easily. The other two definitely got class. There's exposed form, of course, with Lennon. VC Manoeuvres, Gary could talk about him a little bit more from track work, and obviously the class horse, Class of Tara, could spoil the party. So it's a great race, actually, to see these horses clashing on a midweek, yeah.
Junior, it's a Friday night field, what we're seeing on Monday. VC Manoeuvre was very impressive. 157.8 at his first start here in WA. He won in a commanding manner.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with him, Wes. He'd done a bit at home to show us, he had a great deal of ability and a fair bit of bottom to him. His manners aren't the best at sometimes, but he went around that race and did everything perfect, so we were really happy with him. He probably, that race he pulled 3 wide at the 1200 and they really clapped the tempo on when he pulled out. So for him to box on and find the line like he did was, it was really pleasing. I'm a big fan of Soho Lennon's. I think he's got a great future and, probably, if he had drawn, I probably would have driven him if, he had drawn inside him. But, he's probably an easier horse to drive at this stage. The other horse I've done all the track work with and he's been a bit of a problem horse, so I've stuck with him. But, yeah, I can't really separate those two. And the other two have got the advantage of the draw, but probably just a little bit behind them on class at this stage.
And Glen also made mention of Class of Tara, who's come back in pretty good fashion.
Yeah, he's the obvious one. His form's great, and I think, towards the end of the 2-year-old season, he looked like he was the best one here out of the lot of them. So these ones are newcomers, and they're going to have to live up to that sort of form to beat him. But he raced, I think, at Narrogin the other night and won. So he's obviously going to be the one to beat in the race. Bit
of talent in the stable at the moment.
Yeah, it's hard to get races for them all and trying to separate them. We're going to have our work cut out with us this month with senior away. I'm sure there'll be a few mistakes made, but he'll probably have a laugh about it after pulling some of his hair out.
Best of luck with Quinny next Saturday night.
Cheers, thanks, Wes.
Silky, just make sure you look after the boys out there at Serpentine and they get the job done.
Exactly, it's a big job. I'll give you the tip.